Emisiunea vă este oferită de Sixt, partener de mobilitate al fermierilor români prin AgroTV.
Bună dimineața, Jay! Bine v-am găsit!
Good morning, sir.
Mă bucur că suntem aici și că avem privilegiul de a avea primul interviu împreună cu noul CEO al DicorHolding. Așadar, ce te-a determinat să te alături companiei DicorHolding?
Look, it's a bit of a long story. I mean, it started probably 5 years ago when I got to know Razvan, the owner of DicorHolding, DicorHolding Group, and all the group companies. And somehow we've always been in touch over the course of the last 5 years. And for me, looking at the evolution of the business and looking at the evolution, it was something which always excited me to see how the company evolved and grew. I also see Razvan as a person with a clear vision on what he wants to achieve, as well as values that I resonate with the most. And I think that for me was the key driver. Of course, his vision and his values. And then, of course, I also interacted a bit with some of the other people in the company, and I found the same values. And that for me was the key driver to do this change.
E foarte important să aveți viziune comună și de acolo să porniți către un drum, să mergeți tot înainte. Așadar, calitățile sunt importante în conducerea unei companii și, sau mai bine zis, în managementul unei companii. Care este cea mai importantă calitate pe care o aduci în rolul tău de CEO la compania DicorHolding?
The title of CEO is actually one of the most redundant titles that you'll ever come across. It says Chief Executive Officer. Every other title in the company will tell you what the person does, But a CEO is a very generic title. For me, I look at this as a responsibility of leadership. And that's how I see it. And that is a responsibility that I take very seriously. And from my point of view, there is a lot of talented people within this company. And I've always been somebody who's been able to channel and be a catalyst to channel all that talent and energy and ambition in the right direction. And basically that is what I'm here to do, is to basically put everything together, to focus it towards the vision that Razvan has set.
Deci este, cum se spune, să pui împreună, sau mai bine zis, să pui la oaltă toate aceste lucruri.
The word I normally like to use is catalyst, and somehow I've always been a catalyst, starting from when I was even young. Even in high school, I've always been the person who's been able to adapt and to find a way with different kind of characters in life. And again, that we take that we don't give enough importance to that. How I see it is actually very simple. Once again, you need to surround yourself with talented people who know what they're doing, and you need to be sure that you're able to get the best out of them. And I think I do have this knack and ability. It's still something that is developing, but I think that's the best value addition I can bring, because in the end, there are people here who are smarter than I am, or who are better professionals in what they do than I am. But also that's what I believe in. You need to surround yourself with people who are smarter than you. If you're in a room where you're the smartest person, you're in the wrong room.
Ai o expertiză bogată, ai o viziune pe care deja ai început să ne vorbești despre ea. Clar că toate astea trebuie să ducă la un plus valoare pentru companie. Cum intenționezi să adaugi această valoare companiei DicorHolding? Și pentru clienți, bineînțeles, nu numai pentru companii.
It's somehow linked to also the previous question that you asked me. As I said again, this is a young, dynamic company that has grown multiple folds in the last few years. I think my first value addition here would be to somehow structure things and consolidate things to a certain level, keeping, of course, people first. When I say people here, I'm putting everybody in the same bracket. I'm talking employees and clients. We need to be sure that we're a company that stands by our commitments 100%. And the main focus in the next period will be to absolutely keep our commitments in front of people. Again, When I say people, I'm talking about employees as well as clients. To be a company that is known to stand by its commitment. We live in a very volatile world today, and somehow stability is something that we all look forward to, and this is what we want to offer.
Stabilitate poate și o predictibilitate pe care...
Predictability is a bit difficult in today's world, but yeah, we try.
Trebuie să colaborați cu top managementul și aici trebuie să fie mai mult decât o colaborare, trebuie să fie o simbioză, o alăturare care să ducă la lucruri bune.
I'm a true believer in one concept. You build a team so strong, you don't know who the leader is. That's my philosophy in life.
Interesant.
And once again, as I already said, there are a lot of talented people here. The management team has brought this company where it is, and it's no joke where they are right now. So they know exactly what they're doing. Again, my job is to help take things to a different level, and I'm here to help them.
Bun, deci să fii și prieten și șef, lider de echipă, dar și component al echipei.
Exactly.
Adică să joci pe toate posturile.
As I said before previously as well, we have a very strong team. In the end, whatever we have to achieve, wherever we have to go, is going to require very strong teamwork. Once again, extremely great people that we have here working with us, and the only way forward for us is to work together as a team, and to come together. Once again, there's going to be challenging times ahead, and you know, there's a saying from let me remember who it is. It's actually from Steve Jobs. Actually, I think I have it on my desktop. When things get complicated and when you are pushing to evolve yourself as individuals, it's hard for us to stand out as individuals. You know, it always takes a team, people who complement each other, who are supplementary to each other in terms of skill sets and talents, to come together to create something brilliant. And that is what I look forward to the most. I look forward to working with this team and together to achieving some significant milestones and results. We have to do this all together. It's as simple as that.
Important. Așadar, Răzvan Diaconu, cel care deține DicorHolding, a declarat că aducerea ta în echipă reflectă evoluția grupului.
Look, I appreciate Razvan a lot, and somehow his trust in me, which he has shown, is a bit of a pressure, because the man really has a lot of trust in me, probably even more than I trust myself, which is good to have when you have that relationship. But at the same time, as I said, for me, his values, his vision is what attracted me to this position where I am today and to join forces. So I truly believe in absolutely everything that he has a focus on in terms of his vision. And I'm here to basically follow his vision, because I'm somebody who needs, I'm not about numbers. Okay, I am about numbers. I do have a good understanding. But at the same time, I need something more to feed me, to get me out of bed in the morning. And Razvan serves the right food in that respect.
Deci ai pentru ce, cum se spune o vorbă, să te ridici de dimineață din pat. Exact. Pentru ce, mai bine zis. Relație directă cu fermierii, trebuie să-i ajutați în direcția de a le crește productivitatea și în același timp să-i ajutați să obțină rezultate bune, să aibă succes, nu numai pe termen scurt, ci și pe termen lung.
Look, this is a responsibility we as a company have. Romanian agriculture is in a phase of evolution. Somehow this evolution has been expedited by everything that's happened in the last few years. I mean, there's a barrage of things there which I don't want to get into, because let's say they've not all been positive things. But this has forced Romanian farmers or farmers in Romania, our clients, to sort of try to evolve much more rapidly than was necessary at this point in time. And then it becomes our responsibility to help them through this process and through this journey. Yeah? We need to support them with the right information, because again, we live in a digital age where they're bombarded with a lot of information on what needs to be done. From our side, when it comes to equipment, we need to provide them the right solutions. We need to help them find the right solutions. We have a very big portfolio of products already today. Of course, there are some other plans in progress. We will see how they evolve. And this is the value addition from our side, to make sure we're giving them quality products, quality services, because this is something which is going to be a primary focus, to make sure we're able to give them the right level of service behind the equipment, because in the end, it's an equipment. But our real value addition comes from everything that comes after we deliver the equipment. Yeah? And then we're also expanding our offering. We started Decor Inputs as well. So we also want to provide the farmers a wider range of solutions. Yeah? Eventually arriving at the point that we can be a one-stop shop.
Interesant. Și înainte de toate asta, poate și consultanță, pentru că acolo, în decizie, trebuie să aibă încredere în cei care îi sfătuiesc.
Again, there it is for us to be educated at the right level in terms of what needs to happen. And of course, only then can we transmit that to the farmers. But again, that is a process that is ongoing and will happen.
Mai departe, avem o întrebare, procesul de durabilitate în strategia DicorHolding, pentru că durabilitatea înseamnă construiești ceva puternic, pe o bază solidă și acel lucru crește. Ai o bază solidă, poți să crești orice, începând de la un proces, o companie și așa mai departe. Deci, aceasta e întrebarea.
Sustainability is a very nice buzzword these days. Everybody talks about sustainability, but I don't think anybody has a clear understanding of what sustainability means. We're living in a world. I mean, we're coming from like 10 years ago when somebody made a business plan. The shortest business plan used to be 10 years. Today, when you make a business plan, if you're able to do a plan for 3 years, it's already a good start. So, but anyway, jokes apart. Look, in terms of sustainability, you need to be on top of trends in terms of what's happening on the market, in terms of agriculture. Again, it's a very fast-moving world today. One of the bases that we have, of course, is irrigation. And I think this is the need of the hour in Romania for farmers. And this is somehow going to be something that is going to be our primary driver in terms of sustainability for the next period. Then again, there is a lot of other value addition of services that we have in the pipeline, which again, in the end, the farmer is going to need a much higher degree of service. When I talk about service, don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about after-sales services. I'm talking about different kinds of services that the farmers might need, starting from, help in finding operators, renting of equipment. There are multiple services you can provide. So this is also, let's say, going to be something that we're going to be focusing on to have that sustainable pillar for the next few years.
Pentru că vorbeați de partea aceasta de irigații și e clar că o agricultură fără apă nu poate exista. În zona aceasta e clar că fermierii au nevoie de ajutor, de echipamente bune. V-ați gândit poate și de o asociere cu o entitate care să fie financiară, care să ușureze fermierului acest proces de a-și îmbunătăți echipamentele și mai ales în zona asta de irigații?
Of course, we already have a lot of financing partners. And again, that is going to be a key that we need to work on to find more effective solutions in that respect. In fact, that's one of the things I'm currently going to be meeting with our financing partners. That's one of the first things I would like to do, is to find these kinds of solutions. We all know next year is going to be a complicated year. Yeah. There's no point hiding behind that. And I think financing is going to be the most important tool in the next couple of years at least. So yes, absolutely. We have strong partners who we work with, and now the idea is to find more I don't want to use the word creative, but find much more practical financing solutions for our clients. Yes.
Foarte bine, pentru că e nevoie de astfel, fără bani, fără, să spunem, susținere financiară, e clar că fermierul nu se poate dezvolta. Înainte de a vă ruga să transmitem un mesaj, să știți că am o întrebare așa pentru mine. Alții ar spune, cine ești tu, Jay? Știi, cam așa ceva, și de unde vii în zona asta de agricultură? Și foarte pe scurt aș vrea să îmi spui care este legătura ta cu agricultura.
There is no short answer to that.
Știu tocmai de aceea, dar în câteva cuvinte, adică clar că vii dintr-o zonă care este legată de ceea ce faci astăzi și atunci lucrurile sunt mult mai simple și pentru tine și pentru compania unde ești.
Look, as I've said before, when we were talking outside over a cup of coffee,
Yes.
I see myself as a product of globalization. I'm somebody who's traveled quite a bit in my life, and I think that's a privilege and a luxury which I've had and has added to me as a person. I was born and raised in Africa. I'm Indian in origin, but I was born and raised in Africa. I spent 18 years there. I went to India to do my graduation. After that, I was in the US to do my master's. I'm an accountant by profession, simply because I didn't know what I wanted to do in life. And my father was an accountant. He's always been my idol. And I said, okay, my father's an accountant, I'll do accounting. And that was it. And then I started my career in the Middle East. I was working in Dubai.
Deci ai trecut prin toată lumea, cum s-ar spune. Aproape.
I'm missing South America and I'm missing the oceanic continent.
După ce termin treaba, vine aici la DicorHolding, probabil.
So, just to, you never know. So, let's say I came to Romania about 10 to 12 years ago, and it was for something completely different. I came here for a temporary project for 3 months, and as things rolled off, I got into agriculture.
Asta înseamnă că ți-a plăcut România și îți place, te-a prins, cum se spune.
Romania is a wonderful country. Yeah. You have no idea how beautiful this country is, and sometimes it takes, and sometimes it takes somebody from outside to appreciate that, and in the end, a country is not made by the landscape or whatever. It's made by the people. Yeah, and I really found people here very open, very communicative, very warm. And I'll give you an example. When I lived in Dubai for 4 years, it never felt like home. I always felt like a tourist. 4 years I was living there, I felt like a tourist. I felt like home here in the first 2 months. So again, it's not about the place. It's about how people receive you. And yeah, I have no regrets. It's been a wonderful journey. I'm now engaged to a wonderful woman who's Romanian, and at this point in time, if you ask me what are my plans, my plan is to settle here, find a way and to move on. Yeah.
Perfect. Și pentru că vorbeam de oameni și pentru că oamenii sunt în spatele și afacerilor și al alte lucruri pe care le avem aici, vreau să transmiți un mesaj celor care vă sunt parteneri, celor care vă sunt clienți, celor care sunt membri ai echipei DicorHolding, să le spui fiecare dintre ei un mesaj puternic pe care să-l ia ca atare și să vină aproape de voi.
Again, I'm going to go back to Răzvan, because in the end, it's him and his vision and values that drive us every day. And, this is like his tagline, atitudine, ambiție, încredere, acțiune. Yeah? And these 4 words summarize basically who we are and where we want to be. In the end, all I want to tell our partners, my colleagues who work with us every day and do what they do, and our clients and farmers, you can depend on us. We want to be the symbol of commitment on this market. And we will be there. And we're all going to work in that direction.
Mulțumesc, Jay, și cum se spune în agricultură, ne vedem pe câmp.
Absolutely. Look forward to it. Thank you, sir.
Și eu mulțumesc.
Salutare! Am dat drumul unui demo tour în România. Vom fi prezenți în 4 județe pe toată perioada demonstrațiilor. Avem alături de noi un utilaj nou, marca Lemken. Este vorba de acest Rubin 10, un echipament de 10 metri de data aceasta. Până acum utilajele veneau echipate cu maxim 7 metri lățime de lucru, iar lățimi mai mari de lucru veneau pe cadru de gigant. Ca și particularități vreau să vă arăt discurile de 645 de mm diametru, dispuse pe două rânduri cu sistem de suprasarcină, cu arc, o adâncime de lucru de circa 15 cm, desigur în condiții optime de lucru poate ajunge chiar și la 20 de cm. Avem două greble, prima care distribuie solul mărunțit de primul rând de talere și îl bagă sub al doilea rând de talere. Mai departe o să avem această greblă care are rolul de a nivela solul și de a introduce brazda sub tăvăluș pentru a fi reconsolidat. Haideți împreună să vedem ce poate face acest echipament.
Emisiunea v-a fost oferită de Sixt, partener de mobilitate al fermierilor români prin AgroTV.